Hey guys, M.V.K here coming to you again. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to the final uh, installment for Characters Why I Like Them Series 2. This is the final character, and I hope you guys will enjoy this one because this is a character that I truly love and respect the moment I first saw him, and you'll understand why. So this character is from Marvel, and his name is none other than Shang-Chi. Yes, indeed, Shang-Chi. His name basically interpreted is as basically what it means is a rising and advancing spirit. I think that is so cool that that's what his name means because that's pretty much what Shang-Chi is. Now they classify him as the master of kung fu, but he's mastered very many different disciplines over basically a lifetime of disciplines, let's put it like that. And uh boy, where can I start with this guy? Okay, he came out definitely in around the 70s. He is in basically the Marvel version of Bruce Lee. You can look just right at him. It's like Jesus Christ. He acts, sounds, he talks. Everything is almost like if Bruce Lee was in the Marvel universe. This is Shang-Chi. He was created by Steven Eaglehart, Jim Starlin, and I believe there was another person involved in it. I can't remember the other person, but he first appeared in Marvel's Marvel a special Marvel edition. I think it was issue 15, and it was called Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. Now, Shang-Chi basically his life story is kind of cool, and it is so cool, and it's also just shows basically his interpreted his name. You know, the rise and advancing spirit, rising and advancing spirit. He grew up in the Hunan province of China, and he was the son of a wealthy international crime lord known as Fu Manchu, and an unknown American woman just for that his father selected, you know, genetically. And Shang trained privately by some of the greatest masters of various disciplines, whether it was Chinese or otherwise. You know, basically whether it was Chinese martial arts, Japanese, you know, all different types of martial arts. He was trained in there and privately. He had no kind of connection to the outside world, and uh, he had limited contact with his parents as well. You know, uh, when uh, when he did see his father told him what his training was all about. You know, basically it was for, you know, humanitarian goals and things like that. His father was very much a Fu Manchu was a very good manipulator, and Shang thought, you know, his father was this great philanthropist and things like that. And it came to the point where Shang was how'd it go again? If I remember reading it again, when I remember, it came to when basically Shang finally was able to face the outside world. He carried out a mission, and he was transported to London, pretty much where his mission was an assassination. He knew nothing other than to honor his father's, you know, complete loyalty. You know, he was very loyal to his father, and uh, basically Shang he carried out that mission. He stealthily snuck into the target's home and killed this person who he thought was an evil man. You know, with one strike, no problem. However, a British agent who would later become a good ally to Shang, known as Sir Dennis Nahand Smith, there we go, arrived on the scene and, you know, tried to catch Shang, but fat chance of that. But later on, it really came clear what Shang was, especially to find out Shang sought out his mother, who was living in London, and she finally told her son about the truth about her father, and it was there and then that Shang was swore to become his father's enemy. And yeah, from there, yeah, he pretty much took down his father. He even toppled his father's empire. And that was the beginning of Shang-Chi, where he would go on later on to be a part of this group called the Restoration with the British intelligence and things like that. And he he definitely, like I said, he joined, MI6 and all that, and helped take down his father's empire. Um, he even had he even faced off against uh, his half brother, known as Moving Shadow, when they were taking down his father's empire. It was a lot of things that they did. Uh, but it wasn't that he killed Fu Manchu, his father, killed his half brother, and it was really messed up. And yeah, so Shang had a lot of things going from after he found out about what his father truly was, and later on, Shang would just leave, and head further west and into America and things like that, and that's where he started meeting other superhuman heroes like Spider-Man, the X-Men, the Heroes for Hire, Misty Knight, Colleen Wing, people like that, uh, you know, um, Luke Cage and Iron Fist, all those characters. He would really really become a liking to the various superhuman heroes, and we would see that for a time. And then he would kind of blend out. We wouldn't hear from him for a while. The last thing before he became a part of the Secret Avengers was when they had a Marvel Knights miniseries about him, which was really good. I definitely recommend picking that up. And the Secret Avengers, which was led by Steve Rogers, asked for Shang-Chi to help out and things like that, and Shang accepted. As always, Shang is always looking for a challenge to better his skills, and that was fine. You know, uh, and of course later on after the the events of the Secret Avengers, he would come involved in the Spider Island event, and that was where he finally helped. He trained Spider-Man in various martial arts, including kung fu and everything like that. And he even helped. And this was around when Spider-Man had lost his spider sense, so he was helping him learn. You know, and of course he even helped Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man, form his own martial arts style called the Way of the Spider, and this was a very close quarters fighting combat, which utilized all of Spider-Man's spider base attacks. It used Spider-Man was it was a close quarters attack, which focused on Spider-Man hitting your pressure points. Getting in close with his super speed, using hitting people with his super strength and various pressure points. So it was always cool. But we found out why Shang was training him, because of Madam Web told him to, because of what was coming. And Shang-Chi would still be around during Spider Island, and then later on, Shang, joined the Avengers after Steve Rogers and Iron Man asked him to join, and once again, he felt, he gladly accepted the offer to become an Avenger. It was like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to basically further my challenge myself, and he gladly accepted, and he has been living up to being a part of this team of Avengers, and I've been loving what they've been doing with him on that team. Now, once again, in terms of how good Shang is in terms of his martial arts skills, this is where I thought I'd save this for last. Shang, he has a lifetime of combat training, um, in all forms of martial arts. and and it's basically enabled him to equal or best various superhuman individuals in the Marvel universe. Although he prefers fighting, empty-handed, he is skilled with various weapons as well, martial art weapons, improvising with weapons. He is a master of meditation and relaxation techniques as well, allowing him to receive, kind of give him like a pre-augmented sense, as well as neutralize toxins in his bloodstream and things like that. He has really become one with his body. He's a mastery of chi, allows him to, basically depress physical trauma to his entire body. I've seen this guy take on people that you would think would beat him, including the Thing, stronger people, and he's bested them. Okay, he is so quick and agile. He's able to keep up with the likes of somebody like Spider-Man, no problem. He has no superhuman awareness, but his senses are so heightened of his surroundings. It's hard to sneak up on him. Even the best of assassins can't do it. Uh, he Shang is perhaps the best martial artist in the Marvel universe, and if you were putting the martial artists up against him from various other universes like the DC universe, I think Shang could keep up with would be uh, would keep up with the likes of Bronze Tiger, Richard Dragon, Lady Shiva. Hell, yes, even Batman would have a hard time besting this guy, because that's how good he is. And he is so underrated, but I'm glad to see Marvel is showcasing why this guy is so good. I always thank Jonathan Hickman for doing this. Uh, Shang is one of my favorite Marvel heroes. He is in my top 30. He's in my top 30 favorite Marvel heroes. I think top 30 or top 20. Very underrated, very good character. Now, have we seen Shang outside the Marvel Universe in terms of, you know, uh, live action? No. I think many of us who are martial artists, who train in martial arts, or just love the character, say there was probably only one guy that can probably pull it off, and he's gone. He's ascended to heaven now. But I do think there is somebody that could probably pull it off that we just don't know about. Um, I'm always I always find that the best probably would have been Bruce Lee, but I think there's somebody else. His story would really make a good live action movie done right, and showcase to those of Asian descent that, yes, you see, there are heroes out there that look like you. They're just not Americanized and everything like that. And I would truly love to see that. See Shang-Chi brought to the big screen, done right. But other than that, guys, I ran my mouth off enough about my knowledge of Shang-Chi, and my love for the character. I know there's gonna probably be some guys out there that's gonna bash once they heard me say, "Oh, Batman would have a hard time with him," but honestly, wise, yes, Batman would have a hard time with Shang-Chi, and I even think, yeah, Shang-Chi would lose to Batman, not once but twice. Um, that's just me. I'm just giving my opinion on it, guys. But other than that, uh, you guys tell me what you thought about Shang-Chi and what you think about him. Do you like him? Do you feel that he's way underrated? Are you glad that Jonathan Hickman is utilizing him well on the Avengers? And just give me your knowledge, guys. But other than that, you guys take care, and I thank you for watching Characters Why I Like Them. Series 2 has come to an end, and Series 3 will begin sometime in September. But other than that, you guys take care.